Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of RSCRA Fastlane. Long time no see, but today with me in the studio is Seth and Crafter.
Hello.
Hello, people.
Thank you both for being here today. So here we are, finally back at it again for RSCRA Fastlane. Might as well get right into it. So first off, I want to begin off with D1. Now, I just want to go off with a quick debate question before, we all get into the flow of things. I just want to ask both of you, who do you guys think is primed for a breakout season for D1?
Okay, so, Craft, do you want to go first on this?
I'd say go first.
Alright. Okay. So, off of, what I know from D1 is... I'm gonna go... Alright, this is a hard one, so...
Many people to choose,
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go... I know, this person did not go to, the 500, but I'm gonna go with Alex in the 18 car for Team Penske, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
So Alex, I would assume a pretty common choice there.
Yeah.
Crafter has to go for second, so I might as well go next. So actually, I'm gonna go for Underdog for who's primed for a breakout season. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling a JSM car. Now hear me out, okay? You might say, well, they're probably only get like good positions at like JSM, for example. But no, I feel like, JSM now has Slaw, they have Husky now, and they have Raiden. But Husky never really shined through in his D2 season. He was a little inactive. However, I feel like one of them from JSM can shine through this season. Maybe even bring in a win. The first ever win for Toyota in the Cup Series. So that would be very exciting to see to me. But again, I think it will really all come down to whether what tracks they're good at and what tracks they need to. Because at the Coliseum for the Clash, JSM seem fast. They seem very fast. However, of course, there's accidentally a mishap in the script for the Toyotas that unfortunately put them down. But don't worry. Hopefully JSM will be able to make a comeback. Are any of their cars? Actually, I don't know if any of their cars are in the 500, actually. Let's see. JSM. Oh, well, Slaw is in the 500. Okay, yeah. Slaw and Husky are in the 500. My bad. I was not sure. However, Raiden, Duel 2, was not able to make it through. I believe lag issues, but I'm not too sure.
Well, that's very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Rain there. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic. Who is the most surprising to see advance from the duels to the 500? You could go first on this one, Seth.
Okay, so hold on. I need to pull up something real quick.
Go ahead.
So, hold up.
So let me refresh the audience on who made it into the 500. So, Bloxer, Sharky, Sloss, Dog, Husky, Sky, and Terry made it into the 500 in duel number 1. Duel number 2, Halo, who subbed in for Rex, Alex, Kambug, Will, Josh, and Xander then made it in duel 2. So, getting eliminated then would be K-Boss, who did not start and then did not finish Raiden.
Okay, so off of what you said, after watching the duels, it was very surprising to see Terry get up into the 500, I believe, after he had some issues with his lag, I believe in the 500, but it's very surprising to see him make it after the issues with him right there in the duel 1, but yeah, very excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, so your reasoning there is that because he was having a lot of lag issues in the beginning. So yeah, I can see there. To be honest, I thought he was done for, but then we reminded ourselves that K-Boss did not start, so it's basically a fun race from there on. So
yep.
I guess some could say Terry got bailed out or it was luck, but K-Boss didn't start, so that allowed the door to open for Terry. Now, for me, the most surprising, to the 500, to be honest, for me, I gotta go with Xander. I mean, you saw Xander. He was a lap down early on, and it looked like Josh was really up there because Team Penske was getting Josh up to the front in Duel 2. So, and that really left Xander behind because I believe, well, there's Cambug, but Cambug was still like in the top 5. So Xander was a lap down, and during all this, Josh was up there in the lead pack, so he would have got the free pass if a caution were to come out. However, a caution did not come out, but so Xander was kind of stuck, but he got lucky because Raiden again DNF'd. So I think Xander was the most surprising, really, for me to see who moved it on.
I mean, it's Daytona International, so anything could go down there.
Yeah, exactly. What he said. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic. I want to ask you guys, how are teams and strategy going to come into play for the 500? Crafter, are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Alright, so Crafter, we'll go ahead and let you start with this. How are our teams and strategy going to come into play for the 500 here?
Well, most probably it's just base strategies. Maybe they could try to save some fuel, but you usually get caught up in the racing. I've been there. Not saving fuel almost cost me a race at Daytona once. So they've got to be real careful. Well, unless it's top lane train, you can't really do anything to defeat the train.
Yeah, so matter of if you want to waste fuel to get out to the front, or you don't want to waste fuel to get out to the front, and well, is Seth? I know you're muted, so go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. So, in my opinion, I think it's gonna go down to, who wants to win the race and who wants to help their teammates win the race. Because it's a 500. A lot of people would like to have the 500 under their name. So, but at the same time, you want to help your team get up there and possibly contend for the win. But it's also gonna come down to if you want to work together with your teammates, or do you just want to win the race and give yourself that 500 title.
Yeah, and that's really a perfect explanation there. But for me, team and strategy, yeah, it's gonna really come down, especially in the opening laps. You're getting a feel. You're getting a feel for the car. You're getting a feel for how much tire wear you're using, the fuel consumption. So that's where you decide. Okay, so are we pitting now? Are we pitting later? Are we undercutting? What are we doing here? And also, you want to pit with your team, because if you don't pit with anyone, who are you gonna be able to draft off of?
Yeah, that's definitely a good point there.
Yeah, so honestly, for example, I'm racing with JTG. I want JTG, the rest of JTG to come down with me, and then we could tandem draft our way back up to the field on fresh Goodyear tires and a lot of Sunoco fuel. So that's what teams mean to me there in the 500 and strategy. So these team owners are gonna have to make sure that their drivers are paying together, in my opinion. But again, we'll have to see how the owners handle it.
Yeah, definitely a good point there.
Anyways, we're gonna be done with D1 for right now. Hopefully we'll come down to it later on in the day. Or not today, what? Later on, maybe next one. I am sorry, folks. Next fast lane, we'll get back to D1. There. Anyways, let's move on to D3. We're gonna go to Penske with the Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with a question for Penske here. With the season coming to an end, is it really surprising to see Penske in the Final Four for the Truck Series? I wanna start for this one. For me,
alright.
No. They were really, I wouldn't say, well, actually, yeah, I guess you could, very dominant this season. They had 3 amazing drivers. Of course, Lou coming in later on the season. They had Halo, they had Para, they had Plasma. I mean, what more can you ask for? This was absolutely a stacked lineup for PTR. And, of course, now Lou in the 95 car, he's there, and he is hungry too. You've seen when he's been racing, he's kind of been trying to stay up there. But again, you don't want to mess around with the playoff cars too much. But the 10, the 5, and the 9 car are competing for a championship, and that's very not surprising, but I kind of saw that coming from a long way, actually. I mean, just being able to stay so consistent and everything, it was really something to see this whole season. Go ahead, Seth.
Okay, so for teams, wait, hold up. I know this is a dumb question, but what team does KM Bug drive on?
JTG.
So on JTG, after of course Pocono, KM Bug got to a little incident there. It's gonna affect the team a little bit because he was definitely he could have been in the I believe he could have been in the final four, but because of that incident, I don't think he's gonna make it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's not gonna be very good for JTG. That's one less.
Yeah, it's Sky High Racing in there, but I know Cam Bug here in the VC. I know there's I do believe an appeal trying to go through for Cam Bug though. So proceed, Seth. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. It's all good. So yeah, that's gonna affect their team a lot because he, in my opinion, he's one of those Martin Truex drivers. He's got it all day, but just can't capitalize on it at the end of the day to get the win. Like a lot of scenarios at Dover, just won. Did great all the race and just couldn't make it there on the final lap again. Just yeah, but yeah, he had a great season, and
if it ends now, then that's very unfortunate. But let's see, Crafter, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Crafter, do you think it's surprising to see Penske in the Final Four for the Truck Series?
Well, no, it's been a proven dream team, as you've also talked before. Dream teams are, of course, quite rare, because you think you've got the best drivers, but then the season goes on and some of them miss races, then have inexplicably bad performances. So congratulations to them for finding the dream team.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could have an even better dream team next season, but if this team is good enough, they'll probably keep them.
Yeah,
unless something dramatic happens, but I don't know how could that happen.
Yeah, and obviously, heading into the off season soon, we are actually going to see a lot of drivers start to move up. I do believe Halo, Lou, and Plasma move up to Team Penske. I assume Para might be staying behind, maybe, I'm not sure. Unless I'm looking at the wrong team list here. But, yeah, I got that on my notes that Para's not moving. Okay. But, anyways, I mean, yeah, I think, like you said, Crafter, this is a dream team. Now, I do want to bring down, the owner of Penske. Well, one of the owners of Penske, Alex. So, let me see if I could just... Can I? Yes. Hello, Alex.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, did we catch you at the wrong time? I know I asked earlier.
No, almost. It was close.
Uh-oh.
It was close.
I'm not gonna, I'll ask later what was about to happen. But anyways, how you doing, Alex? Long time no see.
I'm okay.
He does not sound okay right now.
No.
Just like,
apart from what I've been hearing, the flight canceled to Daytona, not able to make it to Daytona 500.
Yeah.
3
days in a row, snow.
Canadian. Anyways, so Alex, I guess you might as well go right into your team. So, as you know, well, it would be kind of embarrassing if you didn't know. 3 of your 4 drivers are going into the final 4. Now, Alex, of course, I just want to get this out of my system, alright? Do you see Team Penske having another choke? Like, can you visualize it?
Well, what we know is nothing is guaranteed. Um, do I see it happening? Hopefully not. It's possible. So let's hope it doesn't happen.
So, Alex, of course, I mean, a very impressive season, well, so far for Penske Truck Racing. You guys have honestly outdone yourselves this season. You guys have been very dominant leading up to this point. What do you think is your team's best strength?
I think we're able to just teamwork. I think a lot of the truck drivers are on the same page most of the time, and I know. Well, first of all, they're all quick. They're all pretty good at driving. So, um, you got quick drivers that can work together. So that's good.
Yeah,
It's teamwork.
very very quick drivers. And now I want to go to the opposite of that. What do you think is your team's weak point? Like, what do you think is your team's weak point?
Well, I think because they're all fast, sometimes they want to race each other instead of work with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because competitiveness. So hopefully that isn't. I know we're gonna be very a lot of micromanaging going on at Phoenix. You can't. We want to fight. We don't want to fight each other too much. Stay in line. And it's a long race, so work out those laps, get those laps out of the way, so we can get to the point where we can say, okay, now we can say, you don't have to stay behind your teammate anymore. Go race him, race hard, go get your championship. But first, you have to be in the place to do that, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So, I kind of just want to shoot a bunch of, like, not random, like, fun questions for you to answer. What do you think was your team's most dominating track this season?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix has been good for us. It's been pretty good to us. I think, like, with the exception of modifieds, I'm pretty sure a Penske FPR car has won every single Phoenix race ever to happen in this league. So, I mean,
Well, Terry won that one race, but he was
Yes.
chartering.
but the other truck drivers that were close behind him, they weren't. It was a Penske, top 3 or 4. So I mean,
That's very exciting to see. But yeah, so Alex, anyone else have other questions?
no, okay, beautiful.
Well, Alex, earlier today you announced an announcement. So for, I guess, a very important announcement. So for next Friday, the 25th. So of course, everyone, make sure you attend because this is a big, chunky announcement, I do believe. So a big boy announcement. So yeah. So
It will be streamed. So
it will be streamed.
I actually got a question for Alex. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh
you
yeah,
there.
go ahead, Seth.
So based on 3 out of 4 of your drivers getting into the championship 4, what do you think your chances are to maybe secure a championship for Team Penske?
well, I don't like to make predictions because
I know.
anything could happen. But no, it's a good question. I think logically speaking, the chances are high. But as we know, things can go wrong very quickly. So hopefully, I think it's all going to come. I think it's almost a guaranteed championship as long as Plasma, Halo, and Para don't do anything stupid to each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's a championship. Although they're on the same team, they want to get the championship.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of micromanaging, a lot of team orders. But they just have to stay in line. They just have to work with each other until the last 15, 10 laps, and then we'll say, okay, you know what, go ahead, ride it out. But some points in the race, it's too early to battle. So I just hope they know that. We'll do a lot of talking with them and make sure they know. The priority is to just win the championship. I mean, I personally don't care who wins the championship as long as it's the Penske truck. Because we cannot afford to do this again. It'd be an incredible embarrassment.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, that would be like a Homestead Part 2, except at Phoenix. If you know, you know. Alex.
Was it my fault?
You wanna elaborate on that, maybe, on what happened?
On what happened in
that
yeah. Well, my teammate Sharky, he kind of jumped the start, and I guess the officials missed it, and he didn't give me the position back. But you know, at that point in time, I'm not gonna let off and let him go by me. So I guess we were just fighting for a position, and somehow Dog manages to sneak around on the outside. So
I know Dog's in the VC.
Yeah.
Don't make him mad. Don't make him mad.
That'll never ever happen again, though. I mean
honestly, as much as I enjoy being on FPR, it would be very hilarious to see it happen again, Alex. I'm sorry, but like,
I heard Junior Speed has an open seat over there. You know.
Oh, do they? Oh, that's nice. Anyways, Alex, so thank you for being here, Alex, and enjoy the 75% chance of winning a championship against, as right now, a Sky High racing car.
Right.
So,
thanks.
well, I mean, Glitch he's been tough, alright? He's been tough this season. Especially with Sky, you know, being the crew chief and everything. This is one heck of a battle to watch. And I can't wait to witness it all go down. So thank you again, Alex. And any last remarks to anyone else apart from saying egg?
No. I'm
Banana.
And there it is, banana. Thank you, Alex, and enjoy.
Thanks.
Well, that was Alex, folks. Representing his team. You know, I honestly really don't hope anything goes wrong. Team Penske's had it rough when it comes to championships. I mean,
yeah, you said that
for D2, I know FPR is Team Penske, but it was not officially a Team Penske championship. Although FPR again is sister teams, Terry was on FPR. So, if you think about it, logically, Team Penske has yet to have a championship to their name. But that's just some thought for thought. So, again, I really don't hope anything goes wrong, because that would again be embarrassing and quite stupid in my opinion. But I think Team Penske has some good chances of winning it here and getting it done, because I mean, again, they just have so many, you know, great, talented young drivers, smart drivers. So again, should be a fun one to witness. And and Alex is already going at me, folks. Anyways, that'll do it for D3. Let's move on to our last topic of the day, D5. Finishing up at Phoenix. Now we're going back to Phoenix for a championship. But yeah, so D5 had a pretty decent, a pretty decent race there, last weekend at Phoenix. I was impressed by the racing. It's not like it wasn't like really horrific racing or anything. I mean, it was actually really good. So, happy to see that, but let's go ahead, get right to it. Ladies and gents, after Zaki's win here at Phoenix last weekend, he dominated the race. I can't think of a single lap that he did not lead. Is it time for Zaki to shine?
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. I don't know if I have permission to speak right here, but can I talk right here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so at the Phoenix, Zaki definitely put on a show for us. he's definitely a very this is definitely his time to shine here. He dominated the Phoenix. He was just there at the right times. His pitch, he pitted, and he was pretty much always up front or in the top three. Great job for him, and they're in D5.
Yeah, so again, obviously, oh my gosh, excuse me. Great finish there for Zaki, and to be honest, I think he could shine. I think now is his time. I think now he has a win to his name, where so many people have said that it might not happen for a while, because guess what, people? Now he does have that win to his name, and I assume some momentum too, because, I mean, that was an all-out dominating race. That was very enjoyable to see. So now I put up the standings. Go ahead, Crafter.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Zaki because in the first race of the D5 season, the first race ever, he also dominated that race, but he got past with 2 laps to go, I think. If anyone remembers that from the first race
Yeah,
in D5.
choked it a little bit.
Yeah. Even the broadcaster were frustrated. They didn't even show Zaki losing, so they didn't show when
Okay.
they
Now
crossed the
that was
line.
an accident. I accidentally scrolled up in the free cam.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that was fun, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for Zaki too. I think now we finally see him start to hopefully again move out his little shell, maybe start winning even more races. But yeah,
It was surreal seeing that pass in the last laps from behind in the first race. I finished third in that.
I mean, hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry for the interruption.
go ahead.
I would like to talk about maybe some other D5 drivers that could come out with a win.
Go ahead.
Not come on, but could potentially be up there for the next couple of races. I'm gonna talk about High Pro C. I mean, he's not been up there very much, but in the Phoenix, he led up there for like a lap or two before getting passed by Zaki. And I think he had a lot of potential, just got caught up with the pack and the roughness that was going on in the middle. But for the most part, I think he was doing pretty good. Held his line pretty much better than some of the other guys. Yeah, I think he could definitely be a potential winner for the next couple of races coming up in D5.
Yeah, I posted, now that I bring him up, here, let me get the points again. Hypro C sits 6th, actually, in point standings, 10 points behind Original and 22 above Rock. So he's near the top out of 19 drivers. That's an accomplishment, to be honest. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be, but again, it's a great position to be as the season continues there in 6th place. However, he does have a little bit of ground to make up. He is 25 points from Chairman, who also shows a lot of strength, but not Phoenix. I also want, real quick, going to Chairman, he struggled at Phoenix. He could not find any speed at all. He finished 7th, below NASCAR and just in front of the J. So not an impressive finish from him. He's definitely seen better days, but man, that was scary to see for him.
Yeah, that was not very good for him. I mean, I thought Chairman would definitely do better than a lot of the drivers, but I guess he just couldn't find it in his car. He couldn't find the better line here at Phoenix. Just very unfortunate day there for him.
Yeah, not being able to find any strength, shocked me. I mean, I was not expecting that, to be honest, but oh well. I mean, Zaki really again dominated there, so Zaki comes out on top for the Buzz Chew Cadillac. For the Buzz Chew Cadillac 150 at Phoenix. So again, a very dominating race by him. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's it for today.
Yeah. Crafter, you got anything else to say or?
Well, naturally, or I'm sorry for German and what happened, because you train for a race, you think you're good, then everyone just passes you left and right.
Yep. Yeah. That's
And
always good to be super better.
usually I'd say, I don't know why, but I feel like German may have a bad stretch of races, because yeah, I know this is superstition what I'm about to say, but sometimes when you have a bad race, it triggers other bad races.
Yeah, definitely ruins their momentum.
But if you catch a good race, then you're set for some time.
I don't
So
think,
maybe he gets lucky in the next few races.
I don't think he'll do that bad in his next upcoming races, but yeah.
I mean, everyone can get their shot.
I don't think it'll be too bad for him in the next couple of races. But hopefully he doesn't have a repeat of Phoenix, because that was odd to see him. Anyways, I think that'll do it for us here on RSCRA, the Fast Lane. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in today on RSCRA, the Fast Lane. It's been me, Seth, and Crafter here in the studio.
Yeah. Very happy for the opportunity.
Thank you, Seth, for being here, and thank you, Crafter.
Yeah, also thank you for the opportunity.
You guys are welcome. So, that'll do it for us here from the Fast Lane. Make sure to keep tuning into these Fast Lanes, and I believe we'll see you next weekend for, I assume, the Trucks Championship and maybe the D1 500. It's been Chris, Seth, and Crafter in the studio today. Thank you all again all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all later.